Imagine sitting in your favorite, most comfortable living room chair, having just finished watching a wonderful evening program or reading a few chapters of a great book. You decide it is time to head to the kitchen for a cup of tea, so you place your hands on the armrests, lean forward, and push. But instead of smoothly rising to your feet like you have done a million times before, your legs suddenly feel like heavy lead. Your knees tremble slightly, your thighs feel incredibly weak, and for a terrifying split second, you sink halfway back down, wondering if your legs are simply going to give out entirely. A quiet, scary thought whispers in the back of your mind. Am I losing my strength? Am I going to need someone to help me get out of my own chair? If this heavy, unstable sensation feels familiar, please take a deep, relaxing breath right now. You are not losing your independence. Your body is not rapidly failing you, and you are certainly not alone. This sudden feeling of weakness in the legs when standing up is one of the most common, yet deeply frustrating experiences for anyone over the age of 60. Today we are going to have a calm, reassuring conversation about exactly why your legs feel so disconnected in these moments. We are not going to talk about exhausting leg presses, heavy weights, or extreme fitness routines. Instead, we are going to explore the beautifully simple science of how your brain talks to your leg muscles, and I am going to share with you one remarkably gentle 10-second fix that will instantly wake up your strength, eliminate that wobbly feeling, and ensure you can stand up smoothly and safely every single time. To understand how to fix this, we need to look at what actually happens to your internal wiring when you sit in a comfortable chair for more than 20 or 30 minutes. Think of the muscles in your legs, specifically your thighs and your backside, as a team of powerful, energetic workers. When you are walking or standing, these workers are constantly awake, communicating with your brain and supporting your weight. But when you sit down, especially in a soft, plush cushion that completely supports your body, you are essentially sending those workers on a deep lunch break. Your brain says, "Great, the chair is doing the work now, you can all go to sleep." The longer you sit, the deeper they sleep. This is not just a figure of speech. It is a real physiological process called sensory amnesia. The constant pressure on the back of your legs temporarily dulls the nerve signals traveling between your lower body and your brain. At the same time, because you are inactive, your blood circulation slows down, pooling slightly in your lower legs instead of actively fueling your thigh muscles with oxygen. When we were in our 30s, we could sit for hours, and the very millisecond we decided to stand, our brain could instantly jolt those sleeping muscles awake. But as we beautifully age, the communication line between the brain and the legs simply gets a tiny bit slower. So, when you suddenly decide to stand up after an hour of watching television, you are essentially asking a group of deeply asleep muscles to instantly lift your entire body weight against gravity. Your brain shouts the command to stand, but your leg muscles are still rubbing their eyes, trying to wake up. That delay, that momentary lack of communication, is exactly what creates that terrifying sensation of heaviness, weakness, and trembling. It is not that the muscle tissue has vanished. It is simply that the nerve connection is temporarily muted. Furthermore, if you are sitting far back in a soft chair, your body is at a severe mechanical disadvantage. You are trying to lift your weight from a deep hole, which places immense stress on your knees and requires maximum effort from muscles that are fast asleep. It is a perfect recipe for a frightening loss of balance. What most of us do when we feel this weakness is we start relying entirely on our arms to pull ourselves up, or we start avoiding deep chairs altogether, which only makes our leg muscles weaker over time because we stop using them correctly. The wonderful news is that you have complete power to change this right now. without ever setting foot in a gym. You simply need to give your body's nerve connections a 10-second wake-up call before you ask them to work. You can completely eliminate this heavy, weak feeling by adopting a simple, gentle, 10-second ritual that reconnects your brain to your legs before you even try to stand. We are going to break this empowering habit down into 3 incredibly easy steps that you can practice in your living room today. Step 1 is called the scoot. When you are ready to stand, do not try to heave yourself up from the very back of the chair. Instead, simply scoot your hips forward until you are sitting near the front edge of the cushion. This instantly changes your center of gravity, bringing your weight safely over your feet, so you do not have to fight to get out of a deep hole. Step 2 is the true secret to restoring your strength. We have to wake up the sleeping workers. While sitting on the edge of the chair, place your feet flat on the floor, hip-width apart. Now I want you to gently but firmly press your heels down into the floor, as if you are trying to leave a footprint in the carpet. At the exact same time, squeeze your buttock muscles together just a little bit. Hold that gentle downward press and squeeze for 3 seconds, then relax. Do it one more time. Press the heels down, squeeze the backside, hold for 3 seconds, and relax. In those few seconds, you are sending a massive, loud, electrical signal straight from your brain to your largest leg muscles, shouting, "Wake up! We are about to move." You are flooding the muscles with fresh blood and perfectly priming the nerve connections. Finally, step 3 is the safe launch. Now that your muscles are fully awake and alert, place your hands gently on the armrests or your thighs. Lean your chest slightly forward, keeping your back straight, bringing your nose over your toes. Take a normal breath, press through those awakened heels, and push yourself smoothly and effortlessly up to a standing position. Once you are up, pause for just 2 seconds to let your blood pressure adjust, confirm your balance is solid, and then walk forward with absolute confidence. This 10-second ritual fundamentally changes how you interact with your world. It is a profound act of preserving your mobility. When you take just a few moments to scoot forward and wake up your leg muscles, you completely remove the fear of getting stuck in a chair or suffering a dangerous fall. You can visit friends, go to movie theaters, or sit in any restaurant booth, knowing that you have the knowledge and the power to stand up smoothly and independently. Remember, a little bit of nerve slowness is just a normal part of a beautifully lived life. But losing your confidence because of a sleepy muscle is entirely preventable. By practicing this simple, gentle press and squeeze motion every time you stand, you are actively choosing to protect your strength, secure your safety, and confidently step forward into your best years. Keep moving gently, stay perfectly safe, and always remember that true health is about having the physical freedom to enjoy every single comfort of your life.